I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Midweek, they're supposed to be through with the roof part, and then they'll still be waterproofing around the apartment and changing out the gutters.
The meeting will please come to order. We do have roof posting in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code as amended, known as the Texas Open Meetings Act. Any members of the public who wish to speak shall have 3 minutes.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Commissioners. I'm pleased to be here with Michelle Wynn. I don't think anybody in this room doesn't know who Michelle Wynn is. She's been a fixture of the tax office for over 23 years, and she has decided to retire at the end of the month. She is going to be here with us working this week and then take a week's vacation and hopefully a long retirement. So I wanted to acknowledge her and her many years of service. She doesn't mind me saying she's one of the last of what some call the originals. If you walked in the tax office 20 years ago, you would have seen all the same people,
Yes.
including her. And over the years, they've slowly been retiring, and she's really the last of that bunch. So she's seen a lot of change and a lot of transition, and will continue to evolve as tax office. But I just want to acknowledge her and her faithful service to the county all these years, and her work ethic, and folks like her are just really hard to replace these days.
Always set a smile.
It's a different.
Always.
She's a go-to for.
Always eager to help, no matter what it was. We'd figure it out, and just so wonderful all the way around. Yeah.
A lot of our
Good
customers
person.
want to go just to her, so they won't have that option, so she'll definitely be.
My daddy's one of them.
Well, I'm the same one, but when she's not there, I'm looking, and I said, well, where do I go now?
Yeah.
She was my go-to.
She'll definitely be missed. Is there anything you'd like to tell the court?
I just want to say that I've really enjoyed working for the county, and I've seen a lot of wonderful things that the county has done for the community and everything while I've been here. And of course, technology has changed tremendously and everything. And I think one of the best things we ever did was move over there to the older chiropractor building, because the older people are so thankful they don't have to climb the steps anymore. That's the first thing they say when they come to the doors. I'm so glad y'all over here. Because it was, we had several people, that did fall over there. And I want to thank you commissioners for the last few years for giving us great raises and supporting the county and the employees of it. And I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, thank
Hope
you.
you enjoy.
Yeah.
And if you didn't get the memo, we have we'll have a retirement party Friday, 10 to 2, if anybody would like to stop by.
All right.
Excuse me, not 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Cutting it off before the lunch hour.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
All
In the
right.
morning Friday.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
She really has. It's just been a joy. No other members of the public. We'll go through our list to approve the minutes of the August 13th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
more than that.
I can approve the budget transfers and amendments.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Opposed? None, no action. Payroll? No action. Moving right along. Reports? Now we have a report from precinct 2. All right. Also have precinct 3. And county clerk, July documents recorded. Any other reports? If not, do we have a motion to accept the reports?
I'll make that motion.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 6, burn ban.
Having a few fires, but
We are, yeah,
it's
we're
close.
close.
And nobody really squeezed too bad.
No action. We do not have a burn ban in place at this time. Item number 7 is special road use agreements. Do we have any? No action. Item number 8, approve bonds and education certificates for county officials and employees. We have one from Jake Fitch, law enforcement management, cybersecurity, Maria Munoz, Lori Lawson, Amanda McAfee, Marissa Lynch, Dan Ralston, Latonya Jenkins.
That's for the jury wheel, Judge. We have to now for the jury wheel, she has to take a separate cybersecurity. So that's separate from the other cybersecurity she has to take, so. Anybody?
All right.
Just another.
Any others? If not, do we have a motion to accept these?
I'll make a motion.
I second.
All in favor, aye. Item number 9, advertising for hiring. I did not bring my, I have a form in here. We had talked about whether or not we would have to advertise if we were moving a part-time person into a full-time position.
can we do that per our meeting? Because you don't have to advertise for part-time.
Correct. We don't have to advertise for
Can we per,
anything.
I mean,
The only suggestions that I got was I can ask for other policies from different counties to compare what ours is. We can go in, since we're doing our revision on our handbook, go in and kind of bold state some words that we already have there. So to use a exempt from advertisement for part-time employees. So we would underline it or bold it, like we have it clearly stated there. It's just, I think some of the words are not as pronounced as they should be.
I don't know, when you read it, there's this part of the sentence and then the next part of the sentence. But I think the way you read it, we could get Brian to read it. There it is. I think that it says that you have to advertise.
We've run into this issue, and I think you can kind of read it, like you said, I've heard the argument that it includes part-time employees, so then you can kind of make the argument, you don't fall under the advertising rules. I tend to agree with what you're saying, that almost like it applies to hiring in a part-time person, and we don't specify that that includes going from part-time to full-time. I do agree, get some other policies would be great too, but I think if you wanted to do it that way, you could just add a sentence, this includes.
Or just totally change that.
Absolutely, yes.
You know, it's just our policy, we can do it however we
Right.
decide.
Yeah.
So,
there still be equal opportunity. I mean, advertising, that opens, that covers us for that. Or not,
no, it's the other way. If
Okay.
you hire in a part-time, you don't advertise.
right.
But if you
Okay,
move
yeah.
them then to a full-time, then you don't have to advertise, then it would not have been advertised.
Right. That's what yes, I
Yeah.
understand that, but I
Okay.
just wonder if we're,
Which would be
When you talking about equal opportunity, equal employment, it looks like you could possibly be hiring somebody part-time to know that they're gonna be full-time later on.
Right.
And
To-
so you hire them in part-time and there's no
Yeah.
application, no nothing, then you move them into full-time and they still hadn't had anything. And so to me, that's some pretty shaky ground.
that's where I'm coming from. I mean, it really easy. I'm trying to hire one now. Okay, I'll talk to one guy, without receiving all the applications, I got a boy that I really, but if I put him on part-time, I would circumvent that. But I don't wanna do that. I wanna see who's out there, but I just,
And
I
you
don't
can
know.
still do that if you want to.
Yeah, I just,
But
yeah.
the flip side of what we were talking about was, if you had a full-time that retired and you had somebody that was working part-time, then if you know you're gonna hire them and put them into that, but you advertise and these people turn in all these,
So is this not what this reads then? Positions for part-time employees as defined by section 1A-2 of Freestone County Employee Handbook and the positions to be filled by a transfer of a full-time regular county employee are exempt from the advertisement requirements.
let me read it, I can't.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
That's going from
It's
full-time to
here.
part-time.
Positions for
I
part-time
didn't, it went
employees.
past me, I didn't, I gotta read it too. I didn't hear.
It's like a transfer from a part-time to a
Is
full-time.
that what's in ours?
Yes.
That's the transfer.
Sound like me, that might be from a full-time to a part-time, not a part-time to a full-time.
Positions to be filled by a transfer of a full-time regular county employee.
Yeah.
To a part-time.
That's what I heard, I was.
Not a part-time to a full-time.
Yeah, that's a little different.
If the position being filled is part-time, you don't have to advertise,
Right.
no matter where they come from.
Yeah, yeah.
Positions
That's the way our policy reads right now.
part-time are exempt, and positions to be filled by full-time are exempt. The positions for part-time employees as defined, blah, blah, are exempt.
That's how I read it. You
Yeah.
take all that middle stuff out and it reads a full sentence of
That's the way it
positions
is.
for part-time employees are exempt from the advertisement requirements.
Yes.
But it also says positions to be filled by a transfer to a full-time
Of a full-time regular employee,
are exempt.
to be filled by a transfer of a full-time regular employee. So
It-
full-time is being put in, that's exempt. but.
It's one of those things, I think it's kind of what we've looked at
We need-
before.
we
Is
need better
Public
wording.
clarification
Yeah.
either
Yes,
way
yes,
is
we do.
We're
really
making two
the,
separate
That's what we
sentences.
have right now.
yeah, I think
That's
that-
what she had suggested, like break it
Yes.
up and bold
Yes.
some words to make it
Yes.
clear.
yeah, because even what you're reading right there, again, you can kind of read it
Yeah.
different ways. So I think clarification would be the
So,
best.
if we'll decide which way we want it, then we can make the words better,
Okay.
easily, when y'all want. There's good and bad. on
Yeah,
both
I mean, I still
sides.
want to get mine, but not what Clyde was talking, to make sure we're.
But even once we clarify that, we hadn't addressed what,
No.
about on the agenda today. We know that needs to be
We know
clarified,
that
but
it needs to be clarified, yes.
And it has a section in there, section 1A2, so I mean, there's some kind of statute behind it following there already for opportunity.
Wait, the section what? That might be our
1A2,
handbook section.
is it the
I
front
think
end?
it is, I think it is, yeah.
I'll go with Clyde,
What Clyde's.
when they keep advertising.
Well, I just think, it's just, I'm just going from background. I just don't want people to think that we are hiring somebody part-time and automatically getting them in full-time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that makes sense to anybody. I mean, I see both sides of it, but, I mean, it's so easy for somebody to file a suit or something on you for not doing the proper advertising for a position.
But what is the proper?
that's what it,
The
Whatever we-
proper way would be that you probably wouldn't have to, I'm guessing now, I would think that the proper way would be that you would not have to advertise for a part-time employment, but if it was going to be a full-time position, then you would have to post that as a full-time position, even though you hire that person in that was working part-time into that full position, that full-time. But that gives everybody the equal opportunity to apply for that job and not just sitting it so that that person automatically goes in there.
I just didn't know if there's any statutes we put against the Reno
Not that
taxing
I know of.
entity for, you know,
No, it's whatever our policy.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there was anything saying, like, you know.
Maybe we could see, maybe you could check with some other counties, see if they
I
have.
can, for sure.
Just check and see.
Everything else that I've gotten though, it's each elected official or department is responsible for their recruitment of qualified applicants. So, I mean, that's
That's
up to y'all, so.
Well, if we're gonna vote that we do have to, post
Okay,
the
well, it's
position,
like
then we don't need to even look at anything, that's what we're
Just
gonna
like we do.
the question is, if we don't, are we liable to a suit from someone
That's my-
saying they didn't get a fair chance?
That's my deal.
But
I
if it
just
is
wanna make
truly
sure.
up to us, and we have the,
do. I think it's up to us how we.
if it's up to us, and we can legally
Yeah. Once we
take
set
a
that
part-time
policy.
employee and make it full-time without advertising, if it's up to us and there's no repercussions, then I'd rather do that.
I just don't want to get in the mind, that's
Yeah,
what,
and that's what we were-
that's why I just didn't know if there was
I think we were
anything out
talking
there.
about
Yeah,
Brought
money.
it up.
you
I
know.
got a guy now want to make full-time employee, he's been working for us part-time. Knows what we do, how to do, comes to work, da-da-da-da.
Well, what I do is if they're.
But I'm advertising right
If they're
now.
part-time, I still advertise for that position,
I'm doing it.
even though, most of the time the part-time's one person, but there might be somebody else come up there that would be equally as qualified. And so therefore, you're gonna have to have justification why you hire one over the other, if they really get down to it.
I don't think you do anyway if you have the right policy.
That's where it comes into, everybody runs their own.
If it's up to us and there's no repercussion, then
Yeah, man, you pick who you want. Go through the application, pick who you want.
why spend all that money advertising if we don't have to?
I think that's.
Plus, you get
way-
that position filled
If we don't have
2 weeks
to.
faster.
Yeah, that's my deal, I'm waiting right now.
Yeah.
I'm down for
I got
If there's
another
no
week.
statute saying that
Brian,
we
what
can't
do
do
you
it,
think?
then
It
Well,
can work either way.
Yeah, it definitely can argue both ways. I do think, like you said, advertising, when you know who you're gonna hire, but at the same time, give everybody a fair shake. There might be a part-time employee you don't want to move full-time, and advertising would help you shield, you love them part-time, but you don't want them part-time. So it'd be very,
Didn't want them, it'd be easy to say, well, I have
I had to advertise. It's very
But
specific.
then, when you don't,
I think Lloyd and what y'all are saying broke it down to the best is like, if you don't have to do it, why do you want to pay to go out there and do it?
I get it, I just didn't want to stick her neck
Now,
out for.
what your question is, Will, and you, Clyde, like, I don't know the legalities.
Yeah,
of it.
I don't
I would have to go look. I kind of tend to agree that I don't think there would be anything out there that would keep you from doing that, but I can't stand here and tell you I know that. I would have to either get some other policies, kind of what you're saying, which I think is a great starting point, and then maybe do some background if you really wanted that answer firmed up as opposed to kind of my educated guess.
Contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine,
do I
yeah.
have a motion to table?
Motion to table.
Just check with TAC before we make a decision.
That's what I got from tax.
Oh, that's what you got,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, well, hell. I didn't know
I'll
that.
reach out to other counties and see what they're working.
Okay.
Okay, we have a motion, all in favor, aye?
We don't have a second.
Second.
All right. All in favor, aye? Any opposed, none, motion carried. All right, let's go to number 10, did we get the 1295?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Number 11, approve sending the staff's completion report to the annual cybersecurity training to the DIR. Did you make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed, none, motion carried.
Does that mean it's all been completed?
Yes.
Okay. I had two that I was trying to make sure got done by Friday, so I'm just making sure.
That was.
I think that motion actually just means, once they are completed,
Okay.
we give him permission to send it to the,
Oh, well, right here. Let's see. Happy day is looking at. All right, now we'll go to budget. I need to go get my budget. Does everybody have a copy of the budget?
I don't know which one I got.
I got four.
I know we're gonna have a few more changes from the last one that you got. We will just, totally, how about that? We don't have much to talk about, but we'll just do that real quick.
8 years up there.
Let's take about a 5-minute